Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we got the first episode of Loki. My expectations say that it will continue to blow our minds, just like this one did, when it literally showed us a box of Infinity Stones and TVA members using them as paperweights. The episode starts in 2012, Avengers Tower, where we see almost the same scenes as in Endgame, with a few extra shots here and there to show Loki's side of things. The next shot takes us to a green tinted Marvel Studios logo. And then we see Loki falling into a desert. This shot reminds us of the first Iron Man film when Tony was stranded in a desert. So my guess is, this is the shot where it kickstarts the beginning of Loki's journey, just as it did in case of Tony Stark. And then we see the TVA comes into play, the Time Variance Authority. It's well explained in the episode.
You're now moving at 1/16th speed.
But the episode is only confined to TVA. In this episode, we are introduced to the Timekeepers and how different timelines conflicted in the past and how they formed a single and sacred time stream. This concept of timekeepers is somewhat like the same in comics.
But then the all-knowing timekeepers emerged, bringing peace by reorganizing the multiverse into a single timeline.
We are introduced to Mobius and Mobius, somewhat acting like Loki's therapist. With Mobius's explanation of TVA and the multiverse, we can see Loki's struggle regarding his glorious purpose. The scene where we literally see Infinity Stones in the drawer and them being used as paperweights just blew everyone's mind. His realization of an ultimate power, beyond ruling a single world and beyond Infinity Stones. MCU gradually showed us the hierarchy of power in the films, and now is slowly moving towards the cosmic side. Many MCU fans will think TVA to be the ultimate power, just like Loki thought.
Is this the greatest power in the universe?
But there are extremely powerful beings in the Marvel universe who can be in the same league with the TVA. There are various Nexus beings, including our Wanda, like the Living Tribunal, who claims the same dominion just as the TVA or the Timekeepers. There is a possibility that Kang the Conqueror may be introduced with this series as a base. Though Kang will be introduced in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Kang has his own empire called the Kang Dynasty in the multiverse, and he had several disputes over the timeline claims with the TVA. Not just Kang, the Congress of Realities also claim the same domain in the multiverse. So this series opens a great number of possibilities for the future of MCU and its cosmic sides. But I think just like the previous shows, this one will solely explore the adventures of Loki. There has been rumors that the Rogue One may be Lady Loki, and we do get such a hint in Loki's bio, where his gender is written as fluid.
Next case, please.
And we do see several versions of him in the comics. We are still in the dark as to what is going on with the Rogue One and why does he keeps on killing the Minutemen and steal those jars which are used to set the timeline. When the Infinity Stones were thought to be the ultimate power, Loki desperately ran after them. He has always been a character craving for power. According to his ideal, he will dictate his own future. Maybe he doesn't want the Timekeepers to meddle with his life. So my theory is that with those jars, he wants to create his own branched reality with no Avengers to meddle with his plan, so that he can solely rule the 9 realms and even his own reality.
I am a god, you dull creature!
This series is going to be a fun ride. we will see more of Loki's adventures and his journey to other realms. So let's see what MCU brings us in the future. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.